It is 6:40. Time now for our Mornings with Metro segment.
And joining us this morning is Assistant Sheriff Charles Hanks. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Waking up early with us.
Thank you.
Let's start with the discussion of 1 October. As we mentioned earlier in the show, later today Metro will be releasing some more information from the 1 October investigation. We can't talk necessarily about specifics of what will be released later today, but broadly, let's walk through what the department is doing to get this information to the public.
Well, what we've done, we've assembled a team of officers that we've put together to go in and redact the information that's very personal and private, specific names and so forth. But we're working very earnestly and hard to get that information out to the public, and another segment of that will be sent out today.
All right. We've all been surprised pleasantly by the success of the Golden Knights. Yes, that's right. We want that to continue. What's it been like for Metro to deal with these huge crowds, these wonderful families out and about? Have you guys already started to talk about crowd control for any, future possible celebrations?
Well, certainly we hope we celebrate a win,
Yeah, I know.
and bring that cup home, and hopefully have the opportunity to parade down the strip as proud owners of that Stanley Cup. So we're excited, we're very hopeful, but we realize that our responsibility is to make sure that it's a safe experience. Fortunately, we have a lot of experience and a blueprint for that.
Right.
Whether we've had the marathon, New Year's Eve, Electric Daisy, a lot of large events that we've prepared for. With those relationships with people like the MGM, T-Mobile, we've had the opportunity to do this before, and thankfully we've had some very positive, excited crowds, and we're hopeful that our team comes back home and gives us some positive energy, and we're going to bring a lot of positive energy for them. But our responsibility is to make sure it's safe, and our officers have been doing a fine job of making that happen.
Yeah, if anyone's headed down to the park to see the game down there, you can see the response in the Metro officers that are on the scene. Let's also talk about the ShotSpotter technology. We've profiled this a couple of times here on 8 News Now. It's been in effect for several months. Let's get a little bit of an update on the technology's usefulness, how it's being used in a typical day, week, month, how it's working in the public.
Well, we now have ShotSpotter deployed in 2 areas of town, the northeast part of town and also a southern part of town. It triangulates a 3 square mile area. It's able to get the acoustic sound of the gunfire, and it's proven pretty successful. It's given us the opportunity to respond to more than 360 events already in the first 6 months. We've been able to get out there for crimes in progress, and unfortunately, oftentimes in some of these high crime areas, people just don't call the police after hearing the gunfire. But now with that technology, it goes into our technical operations system, as well as the officers have an app on their phone, as well as on the tablets within their car. So they're alerted very quickly, and at times even prior to people calling in to 911. So we've been able to get out there on the scene, recover evidence, interrupt shootouts between suspects, and get people into custody. So it's proven to be a very successful tool for us.
Wonderful. With 30 seconds left, can we talk a little bit about what's happening outside of Las Vegas and the resort corridor? Well,
as summer comes about, a lot of people like to get out. They head up to Red Rock. They go out to Lake Mead, go out to Mount Charleston. It's important to let people know where you're going. Make sure you take your phone, take some water, and just be safe and be careful as you get out there.
That's for sure. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. If you have a question for Metro Police, you can submit it on our website, lasvegasnow.com. Just look for the link on the right side of the page, and you can find out if your question was answered right here on 8 News Now every Wednesday.